Hello everyone, we're going to talk about intelligence today. Intelligence is the ability that human beings have to learn new things through different methods, how they adapt to their environment and how they handle the situations they face in life. There are too many ways to learn and there are a lot of definitions of what intelligence is. However, psychologists agree on one important aspect, how people adapt to their environment. Since involves different scenarios on how humans learn from experience, for example, when they face an unfamiliar and unknown situation and still they resolve it and learn from it. Next time when they find themselves in the same situation, they won't struggle since they already know how to solve the issue. Adaptation also involves cognitive processes such as memory, reasoning, problem solving, learning, and for it to be effective for each of us, we kind of make selective combination of these cognitive processes depending on how it works for us within our environment. Intelligence has been the subject of study from which some theories have been derived. One of these theories studies the interaction between the mental processes and the environment. This is a cognitive contextual theory, within which we can find the multiple intelligence theory. This was proposed by Howard Gardner in 1983 in his book named Friends of Mind. This theory refers to different abilities that human has. These abilities or multiple intelligence includes the linguistic, when you learn through reading, writing, telling stories, the logic and mathematical, you are into exploring things into science, the spatial intelligence, you learn through the relation you make with the objects and your environment. You use visualization, you like drawing, designing. The musical intelligence, you need music, sing a long time, you like musical instruments. The body kinesthetic intelligence, where you learn through constant body activity like playing, running, building, jumping, touching. You need to see and touch the things you're learning about. Also, the interpersonal intelligence, where you like and learn from working in groups. The intrapersonal intelligence, when you need time alone, you're quiet, self-paced. These intelligences develop according to the potential each one of us have or interests. Probably each of us make it on different levels, different degree, but we all have the same potential. One question that I have heard and makes me think is that technology is lowering human intelligence. That is something important that we should take account. For me, it is a fact that technology makes us think or analyze less because it already gives us the answer to almost all of our inquiries. It is not allowing our brain to work enough or for the neurons to keep active. This is really important so we keep learning things. So one way to be more intelligent is to focus on our potential. Pay more attention to that area of your intelligence that you're better in. Not be afraid of learning new things, read, ask questions, and feed your mind with positive things. You may also ask yourself, why do I have to do all of this? What is my reward? Well, let me tell you that everything has a purpose, and of course you're going to get some reward from everything you do. Intelligence is actually influenced by the motivation, your IQ scores, intelligence test scores. Motivation can totally change your performance depending on our beliefs about intelligence and our needs. We all know that there is a reason for each action and the drive that makes us do what we do. Motivation is that thing that makes you get up from bed, go to work, study, make different things along the day. If there would not be needs to fulfill, probably there would be a lot of things that we wouldn't do. When you have a goal, motivation will give you the energy, direction, and persistence you need to reach it. Motivation is what makes you want to do things. There are two types of motivation. The extrinsic motivation that involves external rewards, tangible or intangible. Even if people don't enjoy an activity, they do it because they will earn something. For example, when you are competitive at work because you know the one with the top performance will win a prize. So you make your best effort to be in first place. Doing all your homework to get the good grades as well. There is also the intrinsic motivation as well. It is defined as the inherent satisfaction you get from doing something, and that satisfaction is over any reward. Or you do an activity because you enjoy it, because you take it as an opportunity to learn and grow. For example, you read a book because you want to, and because you know that will bring more knowledge to your life. Also, you practice a sport for the satisfaction to keep healthy habits and feel well. There are three major components of motivation: the activation, that is the drive that will make you start doing something, either for a reward or for satisfaction. Persistence, you will find obstacles along the way, of course, but still you continue making an effort to reach your goal. And intensity, how much energy you put on what you are doing. You take advantage of every opportunity. For example, at school there is people that study only to pass a test, to get a good score, but some others study constantly inside and outside the classroom, so they are applying greater intensity to the desire to learn or to get better grades. Based on previous information, in order to help motivate others, I think we should first get to know that person a little bit, so you are aware of what this person likes, what are their needs, what makes them happy, so you will know what is the drive for this person's actions. But I dare to say that most people is driven by incentive motivation, like rewards, like when you get a good or bad reward. And therefore, I could motivate others by letting them know how good they are, and that will take them far. That by doing good things in life will get them a better life, a rise at the work. They will bring the peace they need, make them feel confident of themselves as well. All this motivation stuff may seem easy for some people. However, we struggle a lot to take action. There are some times when our emotions get to affect our daily thoughts, and we feel like we are not enough to achieve a goal. That means that yes, our emotions affect our daily routine. That is why we must understand the role that emotions play in our decision-making process. When you are dealing with problems such as the recent public health emergency due to COVID-19, where a lot of people lost their jobs, some suffered the death of a loved one, they got divorced, or even they face money problems, that can make difficult to remain motivated to reach your goals. On the other hand, when you get a job promotion, you have a child, you get married, you buy a new house, that keeps you motivated to keep working hard to maintain those things and keep focus on your goals. One of the most common goals a person set for their personal growth is to learn a new language, either to get a better job abroad or just because they think it is important to learn to communicate with others in their own language. One of the strategies I personally used to learn another language, first of all, was not to see it as an obligation and learn to love the language, in this case, English language. And what worked a lot for me was to listen to music and watch series and movies in English with subtitles in English and Spanish, and learn how native speakers use contractions so they can speak faster. That way I also learned the correct pronunciation of the words and also the correct writing. Of course, there are a lot of methods or strategies you can use. You just have to find the one that fits with the way you learn. So that will be all. Thank you so much for your attention.